Hey guys, it's so funny the process that you go through when you're like doing a collective reading, and the your first initial thoughts at the spread, and then as you dig into it, it kind of it doesn't change. It doesn't change. Like, um, you can spread it out, and look at it and have an answer in like 2 or 3 seconds. But you want to kind of like dig into it and find out all the whys in the house behind everything. And it comes out with the same answer, but it's just, I don't know. I just find it really interesting the process that my brain goes through when I'm doing this. Um, so anyway, this is about a feminine, collective feminine. So it's probably about many collective feminines. But we're going to call it or her a collective feminine for the moment, just because it's a little easier for me to do. Um, so the situation was that she was in a bad partnership. Um, I didn't dig into like the hows and the whys and all that kind of stuff, but in the past, there was a serious lack. Well, that could be a lack of finances. That could be a lack of support. That could be a lack of love. That could be a lack of happiness. It could be a lack of whatever this relationship or love was supposed to give to her. You know, those are the things that when we get into a relationship that we really hope for is, number one, support. Uh, Being in a relationship, you can be by yourself, just and not worry about having any support. But when you're in a relationship and you're in love with somebody, that person's supposed to support you. That person is supposed to have your back. And if they don't, then it's a lack. It's failing. Um, if you get in a relationship with somebody and they're not holding up their end of the financial bargain, then that would be a lack. If you get into a relationship and there's like a period of, like kind of love bombing, and then all of a sudden it just kind of goes flat and there's no affection or, you know, uh, expressions of love, or I don't know. I mean, you can feel love, right? You can feel when somebody loves you. When somebody really loves you, you know it. There is no question. And really, at that point, there is no need for expression. But because the person loves you, they want to express their love to you. Well, whatever it was that was in this past, it was severely lacking. And it could have been multiple things, because actually the card itself is suggesting that. Uh, so it was mostly financial. It was mostly financial. There was not a lot of financial support um, coming from the relationship itself. But that seems to be a big problem, because the intentions of this woman was financial stability, financial gain, financial stability. It looks as though there was a business, maybe multiple streams of income. Um, there was a lot of hard work, a lot of striving, a lot of, uh, moving forward. And the intention of this woman was to make a lot of money. She wanted to, arrive in a good position. As a matter of fact, this is what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is success, financial success, business success, stability, that's that's good money. That is a very lucrative cash flow. But obviously, that didn't happen because in the past we have lack. Um, could also be loss, but the minute I saw that card, I knew it was lacking. Everything was lacking. And this is the situation card, which is lovers, and that is, I don't even know if I can show them. That is in reverse. So it wasn't a good relationship, it wasn't a good partnership, whatever. And the challenge was a block. Literally, it was as if something was in the way of this woman's hard work. Like she was working hard and working hard and working hard, but she wasn't gaining. She wasn't prospering. She wasn't growing. There was no, it was kind of like, I don't know, kind of like somebody put a spell and she couldn't prosper. She couldn't make what she was doing actually work. She kept running into roadblocks and struggling to um, make things work. She, would come up with ideas or being innovative, and nothing was working. Literally everything she was trying was blocked. Her subconscious, she really wanted to be happy. She just wanted to be happy. She wanted to she wanted to work with people and just have a good life. And she couldn't get it done. She couldn't get it done. There was nothing positive working in her favor. So something was blocking her from achieving what it was that she was trying to achieve. And I am seriously thinking that this had to have been, well, we'll see. The near future is a no personal internal battle, meaning there is no struggle. In the environment, which is leading up to this competition, no personal, struggle. It shows that in the environment there is a celebration, and this came after a period of rest, recuperation, internal, like really looking at her life and how things, happened and what happened. And I'm thinking it was kind of um, maybe some shadow work, but it doesn't really show uh, a whole lot of usually with shadow work, it's kind of like a dark night of the soul. You look at all your bad traits or your bad habits and you try to reconcile them. I don't see shadow work. I just see contemplation, looking back at different things and trying to figure out how those things went, or why they went the way they did. And there is also a face-to-face meeting. There is a partnership. There is unity. There is, looks like it could, right now, it kind of looks like potentially a love interest. I don't know if she's met this person yet or not, but it is like right there. It's, if she hasn't yet, she very soon will. And that is confirmed by the Knight of Swords, which is all about fast movement and all about um, communication. Knights are messengers. So I'm assuming that there is something coming in for this woman now. What happened with this relationship was, I'm gonna say it was drugs, possibly alcohol, possibly somebody that was struggling with mental health issues, not a happy person, not not energetic, not positive thinking, not supportive, not, I mean, it's the sun reversed and Page of Swords reversed. And when I pulled that out, immediately this guy's a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. He most likely has substance abuse problems, but he is front and foremost a liar. He is not honest. He really doesn't care, and he's not a happy person. So that's over. And I'll tell you the outcome of this. I'm gonna say that it is a person who has been through a very hard time, and she has come out um, a winner. She has had a massive victory because things could have gone really bad. If she had stayed where she was, she would have suffered serious consequences. She would have suffered big problems. And when I first laid this out, my initial thoughts were, this is a woman. She has been through a great deal. She has been through a lot. And Spirit is saying to her, you're a very sweet person. It will be okay. That was the extent of my reading. But of course, if I got up here and I told you that, you'd all be like, what kind of a reading is that? So I have to dig into the details and get you more information. And the more information definitely supports exactly what I was saying. The outcome is the Queen of Cups. And I think probably there's 4 queens. There's the Queen of Wands, there's Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. And through this whole and entire process, this woman came out as the Queen of Cups. She could have come out as the Queen of Cups reversed. She could have come out as the Queen of Swords reversed. She could have come out. She could have come out as the High Priestess reversed. She could have come out as, there's a whole bunch of them. The Empress reversed. There's a real B for you. She could have come out of this situation as a whole lot of things. She could have come out of this hateful, angry. Um, I don't see that at this point in time. I mean, from the environment, there's a lot of really great things happening for her. It looks like, there's nothing specifically talking about finances, which initially was her intention. Her intention was to be, very stable and loving life at this point. She wanted to be able to, pay her bills with ease, and she wanted to be able to, possibly run a business. I don't know, or maybe she had a really good paying job, and she wasn't getting that done. She was lacking. And she couldn't figure out why. But out of all of this stuff, being lied to, being manipulated, being, uh, you know, being blocked. I mean, she was blocked. She was blocked at every turn. It was like everything that she tried to do, no matter how good her intentions, Spirit, God, the universe, when you do good things come back to you. And this person, it appears that she was doing good things. She was putting out all these really good things, and everything that she was getting was coming back to her was hurtful and bad and hard. And she couldn't figure out why that was happening until, I think, it had to have been here. I can dig into this a little bit more, but being with somebody who's a liar and not happy, that would cause a block. That would cause many problems. You'd like to think that you being happy is all that it takes, but that's not necessarily the case. If you, and I have learned this in business, if no matter how focused you are, no matter how motivated you are, no matter how far you move forward, if you choose the wrong employee, that employee will destroy your business. Especially when you're talking about management, or CEOs, or anything like that. And that's why the good ones, they make good money, because they have an energy about them. They have it's not just about intelligence. I mean, you have to be smart, obviously. You have to be intuitive. You have to be kind. You have to be like the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Cups, or the King of Cups. You have to, have some empathy for other people. You have to be able to, connect with people and understand what their needs are and how you can meet those needs. And if you can't do that, then you're not worth anything. You're not worth anything, because you will destroy the business that hires you. You will literally tear it to the ground with lies and unhappiness, negativity, being discontent, not being grateful for where you are and what you're doing. And that appears to be what has happened here. But nicely for this woman or these women, because it is a collective reading, uh, she has, actually for you guys, it would be this way. Contemplation, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So it looks like she's on the right path. Things are definitely looking up for her, and they are going to go very well. The Three of Cups. And yeah. So sometimes you got to cut ties in order to um, get to where you want to go. The theme of the reading is Moon, Soul, card number 2. And normally I read these ahead of time, but I didn't read this one today. I kind of got busy. But the moon is about emotions. And I would say definitely this has been one hell of an emotional roller coaster for these women. All things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it is planted. That was from Saint Teresa of Avila. What does your gut say? The moon asks. This card is all about mystery, feelings, and hidden messages. The moon is receptive. It governs intuition and protection. Its placement by sign and house indicates those areas to which we are the most emotional or sensitive. The moon represents what is felt instinctively and what is at the core of our emotions. In the astrological chart, the moon is our soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. Now, I just wanted to mention that I actually do not see it that way. I actually see the moon as our emotional nature and the sun as our soul. But as I read, maybe I'll change my mind. The moon represents security, the home we grew up in, and the need to hide away and recoup our energies. Boy. It is the female principle that is darkly moist and yielding, so the moon can signify our relationship with our mothers, as well as pregnancy. It also signifies our grandmothers and even old age. So geriatric issues can arise when this card turns up. Crowds belong to the moon, but also shyness. Residence, reticence, and things that occur in darkness. The moon shows how we respond emotionally and what we feel most deeply. Some believe the moon represents who we are in secret and also memories from and what we were in past lives. The moon is our most innermost selves. About this matter, do not be shy. Allow yourself to shine. This card indicates fluctuations in your life. The moon changes signs every 2.5 days. So 12 different moon combinations mean great variation. But the moon is the side we keep concealed. In the horoscope chart, when the moon has many aspects or is the most elevated planet in the chart, it is considered to have a strong influence. The lunar influence can be indicative of future fame governing the masses what is likely to be popular. At the same time, you may have trouble controlling your emotions and you may want to do things that are safe. You are very sensitive and you must gauge any feelings before entering a room or being with people you don't know. This is my life. I have worked, I've spent my entire life feeling that way. You like working alone, but you are also dependent on how others are responding to you now. The arts and helping professions suit you. You would do well working with persons with mental or emotional problems or anyone who needs counseling. It is also a good time to rely upon your imagination and to pay attention to your dreams. When this card turns up in a reading, all is not as it seems because something is being obscured. You may feel you have lost your direction or that you don't have all the information to go forward. There is much you are sensing, but you may be hesitant to act. It may look as if it is difficult to cut through the fog and get to the real truth of any situation. Substance abuse issues may touch your life. Not you necessarily, but certain energies or people surrounding you. After growing close to someone, the energy may feel smothering and restrictive. Insecurities may arise, and there may be feelings of paranoia. We love our moon, though. She makes us feel safe. So, someone's emotional clinginess may be an issue. After all, the moon tells us to hang on, oftentimes after we should have released things from our lives or just given up. But no, the moon chimes, hang in there, you'll win sooner or later. It's important now not to accept any false pictures or misapprehend the truth. Like with the Neptune card, the Moon card, deception is possible. Things are cloudy right now. It is a good time to open your mind to visions as well as appreciating women's wisdom and intuition, finding your feminine side and bringing out your visions and talents in a more public way. As shy and tentative as the moon is, she still represents fame and crowds. When you think of the moon card, think mystery, birth, tribes, unanswered questions, and sometimes sudden fame. Someone from your past is about to re enter your life. Any romance that starts now may be strange, yet compelling, and yet familiar. As an important meeting for you may occur in the evening hours. Pay close attention to the energies that swirl around you. It's a good time to rely on your gut. In brief, nighttime, the soul, feelings, high emotions, sorrow, being moody, feeling restless, betrayal, perfection, clandestine encounters in the evening, the tribe, the family tree, secret affairs, feeling adrift, wandering, never reaching any resolution. Things that should have been dealt with years ago, situations where you feel shy or awkward, food, nourishment, fantasy, creative imagination, psychic visions, feeling distracted, cloudy thinking, finding closure, movement, near or over water, travel to foreign countries, arenas, crowds, conventions, female issues, women's mysteries, speculation, visions, ghosts, spirits, breasts, the abdomen, dishonesty, being spontaneous, living in the moment, the inner world, the child within, mother and grandparents, finding out who you really are. The corresponding card in tarot is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is usually extremely knowledgeable, extremely gifted psychically, spiritually. She's in touch with um, her guides, the universe, so on and so forth. The key ideas: dreams of the soul, the dark night of the soul, memory, the past, wisdom, shelter, and deep love. So, I had a thought while I was reading that, and I can't remember what it was, but it was very, very appropriate to these women, this female energy, feminine energy that is coming in. And this feminine, I think she did a very good job of coming out of this, still being a loving, caring, intuitive, passionate, strong member of society. And I give her great congrats for being able to do that. And I forgot to pull, isn't this great? I forgot to pull the runes. So let's see what the runes say. Interesting. Same types of symbols. Same look. So we have, I gotta get my sheet. See, normally I pull those ahead of time so I don't have to fumble around and look for it. Well, I didn't do that today. So you guys just got to deal with me fumbling around. All right, so this one is a rune. And you know, it's funny. I'm pretty sure that yesterday's read, no, it wasn't. And Sue's was the one I pulled yesterday. This one is Fehu. How you pronounce that, I have absolutely no idea. But that's what it looks like. And it's Fehu. Wealth, abundance, success, security, fertility, abundance through effort, inheritance of self and self-value, material gain, earned income, success, happiness, and wealth. And that totally falls right in line. But that actually was the last one I pulled. So I'm thinking that one might be might have been the last one I should have read. And then this one is a rune. So that's the second one. This one. This is goals. I thought it said goats. I don't know why I thought it said goats, but I was thinking, I saw goals. I thought it said goats, and I was thinking, oh, goats, those are really good. You're a wealthy person if you have goats, as long as you have them fenced in well. Okay, so anyway, goals, growth, change, common sense, the hearth, and the home. And then this one is Othala, which is ancestry, possessions, heritage, experience, hope, freedom, and independence through realizing ideas and things that keep you stuck. You will feel free. You will inherit from someone. Wow. So this is very, very positive. Very positive. This is really, really fabulous, especially after having gone through all of this, being able to pull themselves out of this situation here and into this new situation here. And the backup communication, that inheritance and beauty and love and home and hearth and all those things are coming in. That's just amazing. And then the moon card, the soul. See, I don't see the moon as the soul, but I'll have to look at that a little bit more. It could be the person who does the astrology cards. Which, by the way, this is the astrology card deck. It's called Black Moon Astrology, and it's by Susan Shepard. And we do carry these in the store. The links are below. And these are our runes. We have had these up for a couple weeks now. They're up on Etsy and they are up on our webpage. Black Moon Tarot is not on Etsy just because it's not a handmade product. So we don't put anything that isn't handmade on Etsy. Or I don't, actually, I should say. Love and blessings, guys. Have a great weekend.